When my parents called me, their voices sounded unusually warm. After months of cold silence, they told me they wanted to make peace. They said they missed me. They said they wanted to put the past behind us. I wanted to believe them. God, I really did. My wife was skeptical from the very beginning. She looked at me with that sharp intuition she always had and whispered, "Don't trust it. It feels wrong. They've never truly accepted me. Why would they change now?" I didn't have an answer. Maybe I was desperate for reconciliation. Maybe a part of me still longed for my family's approval. I convinced myself that people can change, that time softens resentment. So despite her doubts, I agreed to go. From the moment we walked into that house, something felt off. The air was heavy, the atmosphere rehearsed. Too many smiles, too much artificial warmth. My mother hugged me tightly, but her body was stiff, like she was performing rather than feeling. The dining room was lit brighter than usual, the table set far more elaborately than any ordinary dinner. Candles, flowers, expensive china. It didn't feel like a family meal. It felt staged. My gut twisted, but I pushed the thought away. We sat down. My wife was quiet, her hand gripping mine under the table. She didn't smile, and I could feel her discomfort radiating through her skin. Then my father cleared his throat. He gestured toward the seat across from me, and that's when I noticed her. A young woman I had never seen before, perfectly dressed, polite smile, sitting like she was part of the family already. My father's voice carried a strange weight as he introduced her. "This is Anna. She's someone we'd like you to meet." My wife stiffened, my stomach dropped. What followed felt like a nightmare. My parents began speaking about her as if she were some prize, some better choice for me. My mother leaned forward, smiling too widely. "She's educated, comes from a good family, and she understands tradition." My father added, almost with pride, "She's the kind of woman you should be with, the kind of woman who could give you a proper future." Every word was a dagger, not just at me, but at my wife, who sat silently beside me, her lips pressed tight, her eyes fixed on the table. They didn't even say her name. They spoke about her as if she wasn't even there. I felt her hand trembling in mine. She didn't let go, but the humiliation on her face cut deeper than any words. My own parents were tearing her apart right in front of me. Then the comments grew sharper, crueler. My aunt chimed in with a smirk. "Everyone can see she's holding you back. A man like you deserves better." Another relative said, half joking, half serious, "Let's be honest, she'll never fit into this family." Laughter followed. Not mine, not my wife's. In that moment, sitting at that table, I realized this wasn't reconciliation. It was an ambush, a performance, a trap carefully laid out to humiliate my wife and to force me into their choice. They never wanted peace. They wanted control. I sat there, my chest burning, every muscle tight. I looked at my wife, her dignity shattered, her love for me still visible even through the tears in her eyes. And I knew the worst was yet to come. The air in that dining room grew thicker with every passing second. My parents weren't even pretending anymore. Their fake smiles faded, and what replaced them was cold determination. My father finally leaned forward, his voice sharp as a blade. "Enough games. You have to make a decision. Either you leave her and do what's best for this family, or you're no longer our son." The room fell still. Even the clinking of silverware stopped. My relatives stared at me, waiting for an answer. I looked at my wife. Her eyes glistened with unshed tears, her hand still holding mine even as she trembled. I could see the pain carved into her face, but beneath it, I saw something stronger: love. She didn't speak, she didn't beg, she just looked at me, silently asking the only question that mattered. Will you stand with me or against me? And in that moment, everything became clear. This wasn't reconciliation. This wasn't family. This was control, manipulation, betrayal. I pushed my chair back and stood up. The sudden sound made everyone flinch. My voice came out steady, louder than I expected. If you're forcing me to choose, then I've already chosen. All eyes locked on me. My father's expression hardened, my mother's lip trembled, but I didn't hesitate. I choose her, always her. She's my family now, not you, not anymore. Chaos erupted, voices shouting over each other, insults, curses, desperate pleas. Ingrateful! You'll regret this! She'll ruin you! You're throwing your life away? The storm of words raged behind me, but I didn't care. I turned to my wife, reached for her hand, and pulled her close. Her tears finally spilled over, but her grip was strong, stronger than ever. Without another word, we walked out together, step by step, through the hallway, past the door, and into the night.
The cool air hit my face like a baptism. Behind us, their voices still echoed, angry, bitter, desperate. But with every step we took, they grew fainter until they were nothing but distant noise. For the first time in my life, I felt light. I wasn't their puppet anymore. I wasn't their son trapped in their expectations. I was free.